Welcome, everyone, once again to Quad Radios. Today we come to you once again talking about Pro-Am ATV Motocross racing, and Tyler Hamrick joining us here today. As we say, welcome to Tyler, and I do want to send a shout out to our friends at SSI Decals, also once again a great supporter of Quad Radio and of ATV Motocross. If you need graphics or anything of that nature, be sure to log on to SSIDecals.com and find out more about that. You can also find a link right here on Quad Radio's homepage that will take you right where you need to be. And as we were saying, we were talking about this guy right here, Mr. Tyler Hamrick, who has made the step up here in 2012 to the Pro-Am classes. And first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on making the move, Tyler. I know it's a lot to consider before you make that step, and I know you considered a lot of things.
Yeah, it's definitely a big step from A class. A whole lot different. Everyone in the class is fast, and you go to a full gate of 20, and any guy can get on the podium. It's pretty intense in there.
No doubt. And tell us a little bit about how this season has been going for you so far.
Not too bad. Georgia, I was doing pretty good. Won my first moto in Pro-Am, pulled the whole shot and led the whole race. And second moto had some bad luck. Sunday, I was running pretty good with Casey and Kyle Fix, and I was in third or second. My motor ended up locking up, so I got a DNF in that one. And same with Muddy Creek. I ended up being on the ground more than I was on the track. So not the best of luck, but today I just got a fifth overall in Pro-Am Unlimited, so I'm pretty happy with that, and hopefully get on the podium in Illinois.
I tell you, man, it seems like things are rolling for you. They're rolling well, and whenever the wheels come off, they literally come off for you like they did at Muddy Creek.
Yeah, that was my fault, pretty much. You don't leave the job until it's finished with, and I was the one putting that wheel on, and I kind of just walked out of the trailer and did my own thing, and my old man didn't know. I mean, I take responsibility for that. It was my fault, so crap happens, I guess.
There you go, man. That's a good way to put it. Now, let's talk a little bit about you in particular. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you come from, and what brought you into ATV racing to begin with?
I'm 19 years old from Cortland, Ohio, and my family's always rode quads. My dad rode dirt bikes as a kid and kind of got me into it. And when I was about 13, I didn't want to ride no more. He couldn't even get me on a bike. And 2 years later, we went to an indoor track up at ATVMX. It's in Andover, Ohio, and pretty much ever since then, I got a 450 right after that, and really haven't skipped a beat and been at it every weekend since.
So what was the problem there? Were you like burnt out on it? You feel like people were putting too much pressure on you at that point, or were you even racing the 2 years before you started? I mean, before you set off the quad for a while.
It was just more of like trail riding, and that's no fun to me. Every 3 miles you stop and talk with your buddies, and I don't think that's very exciting or fun. And we finally got into racing in 2007, and after that, I mean, after the first race, my dad was like, "You want to go back again?" So I said, "Hey, why not?" And ever since then, I've been hooked, and here I am.
2007, I mean, I'm doing the math right here. That's only, 5 years now?
Yeah. My first ever race was May 25th, 2007 May 25th. Did I say that? Yeah. 2007 at Palmatuming Holshire Raceway in PA, and I got dead last. And the next weekend after that, I got dead last again, and ended up still coming back for more, I guess. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, even to go out and not perform what I'm sure you thought you'd had aspirations and dreams heading into that race. You were going to go out and be the fastest guy on the racetrack, right?
I was really nervous. Actually, I was sitting in the stands, and my dad hollered at me and said, "Hey, your race is on the line." I had to run back to the trailer, get all geared up, and last gate pick, so I was already nervous. Stock 450R, and it just wasn't a good weekend.
I tell you what, man, a lot of things have changed since then. Let's go through the progression. You go out there, the first couple of races, you're not the fastest guy on the racetrack, but obviously you're probably having more fun than anybody out there.
Yeah, I mean, I was having a blast. I mean, to do it every single weekend. We raced locally from 2007 to 2008, and then we started doing a little bit of nationals. But I mean, we were racing every single weekend. I won a local championship just in the C class, and that's what we were going for, just to keep winning, and that's all we did.
So whenever you did hear about the nationals, what number one made you decide to go ahead and give it a try, and what hooked you about it?
pretty much from what I heard, the tracks were way better than we're back at home, which weren't hard to do, but they are way better, and they said more people watch the pros, and it's just a whole better atmosphere, I guess you could say. And we went to the first one, and after that, my dad was like, oh, we'll go to the next one. So we went to a few more that year, and then in 2009, we started doing the whole season, and we've been doing that ever since.
So where was your first ATV Motocross National at?
It was at High Point Raceway in 2008, and that was the last year they had it there.
And we're going to go back there this year, so you're going to revisit the place that it all began, huh?
Yeah, I actually really liked that track. I remember my first hole shot there was me and Nick Moser going out. We pulled first and second, and I love that hole shot, how wide it is. They got a nice big old fence around the outside of it, so it'll be a good race, I think.
No doubt. And what are your goals for this season, man? I know that obviously you come out, you want to win the championship, and that's still not out of the realm of possibility, but I mean, what are the short-term goals, long-term goals, and all that stuff?
This year I wanted to be top 3 in both Pro-Ams. So far I haven't had the best of luck, but if things keep turning around, I still want to be in the top 3 and hopefully try to make a run at a championship, but top 3 I'd be just really happy with that.
So basically not setting the goals too high, but you do have some things that you want to work on, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'd really like to be able to run with Casey and Cody Gibson up there on Sundays. I think that would be pretty awesome riding with those guys. I used to look up to them when I first started, so that'd be pretty sweet rolling with them guys.
Do you feel pretty accomplished as a rider to be racing only for like 5 short years like this and be one of the top in the nation like you are?
It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just work really hard. I really love it, and it's pretty much my life. Graduated high school, and that's all I'm doing right now is racing, so that's about it.
Man, I see Twitter all the time. I mean, if you aren't on Twitter, you're on an ATV, it seems like, but you're constantly working and striving to get to the next race as far as conditioning and things like that. I mean, this is your life right now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I work 5 days a week at TL Service Center. My buddy's mom owns it, so, I mean, they're pretty cool with my schedule, and he races too, so they understand what goes on, and they allow me to go down south for the winter and still be able to have a job. So other than working my 6 hours a day, and then after that I'm always looking for somewhere to ride or try to work out.
I'll tell you what, man, it's good to get to know you. I want to wish you good luck this season, and looking forward to watching you expand and grow as a rider.
I appreciate it, and I'd like to say a big thanks to my mom and dad, because without them I wouldn't be here.
Anybody else you want to send a shout out to?
Mark Baldwin at Baldwin Motorsports, PP, Ian from SSI, Wrath Racing. Man, I went blank.
You've got a lot of support, it sounds like, man. A lot of good people behind you for good reason, dude. Good luck, all right?
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, that's Tyler Hamrick. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.